We are still in Excel. We're looking now at Lesson 7, formatting worksheets. What we're doing again is we're just making them look better for the people who have to read them. So let's look at Competency Assessment 7.1, practice grading, or not practice grading, practice working with rows and columns. So here in Blackboard, let's download this 07 Fine Art workbook. And we're going to have to enable editing and move it over to the side so we can zoom in just a little bit so you can see it a little better on your screen. So the first thing we're going to do, we can see we have the School of Fine Art. We've got a listing of our students and what discipline they're in, when they enrolled, and what their GPA is. So the first thing we want to do is we want to select column D. Now to select the entire column, we're going to move our mouse up to the D until it's pointing down. And when it's pointing down, we're going to click on our mouse, and we've selected literally the entire column from row 1 clear down to row 555. So we've selected the entire column. And we can hide this column so that we can't see this. So if we come up here to the Format area on our Home tab, come down here, we can hide and unhide columns or rows. So we want to hide this column. So we really don't care about the date right now. We want to just go ahead and hide that column. So now we're going to select B, so we're going to select the column B. So again, take your mouse up by the B to select the entire column. And this time we want to make it 11 width. So there's two ways we can do this. We can go here between C and B and click and change this and move our mouse until it's 11. Or we can come up here to Format and go to width and change it to 11 and then click OK. So there's two ways we can change the width of our column. And we've decided we want to see our column D, the one we have hidden. So you can see we have C, nothing E. We take our mouse up here in between them and double click. You can now see column D. We want to add a row, so we're going to come down here to row 11 and we're going to select that. So we want our mouse now to be an arrow on 11, and we're going to come up here to insert, and we're going to insert a row. And it goes, when you insert a row, it inserts it above the row where you're at, and we're going to add Bruce Keever to our system. So we're just going to type it in, and he is in the sculpture, and he enrolled on 10/15/2012. And there's a formula here that we need to enter in for our GPA. So it's going to equal the sum, open parentheses, 3.4 plus 3.5 plus 3.7, close parentheses, divided by 3. So we're going to hit the enter key. So his GPA is 3.53. Now we want to enter in a new blank worksheet. So we're going to come down here at the bottom of our worksheet here and click on this plus sign. And that's going to add a new sheet. So we now have sheet 1 and we have sheet 2. In sheet, we're going to come back here to sheet 1, and we want to select A2 through E15, and we're going to hit Control C because we want to copy this to sheet 2. So we're going to come over here to sheet 2 and select A1, and now we're going to do a Control V, and we've just pasted it. Now here we have our paste options box. So we have different options we can choose from, and we want to come down here and we want to find the transpose right here. And let's click on transpose and see what that does. When we transposed it, we just went from where all of our names were down in the columns or in the rows to they're now all in the columns. And so you can see we went from sheet 1, where it's down this way with our rows, to sheet 2, all of our names are in our columns. Now remember from a previous exercise, when you see these hashtags, it just means that your column is not wide enough to fit the number. So we want to make sure that all of our information fits in our columns. So we're going to come up here and we're going to click on this little arrow right here that selects all content. And we're going to come over to the format arrow and we're going to auto fit column width. So now we can see all of our information here. And we're just going to make this a little bit wider so enrollment all fits on one line. And if you go to sheet 1, hit the escape key, gets rid of those running ants there. And here's sheet 2. And now you're ready to save this and submit it in Blackboard for your grade.